do want to get more into your transition into running for office. Before you get to that, though, I want to know more about the bracelets that you got on your arm, got on your wrist. Let me get to that. How did that happen?
Bracelet on my wrist?
Yes.
I don't have a bracelet. What do we?
No, no, you. What about
Oh,
law enforcement? Law enforcement, Pastor. Like, come on, now. I was trying to make it, sweet and everything, but then when you got arrested, okay? Do you, make you feel better? Just when you got arrested.
I forgot for a minute. I was thinking I showed you my chain. I was wondering if okay, cool. So let Pastor Rick be clear on this. I did not get arrested. I had some handcuffs put on me one time. Okay, this was before I was in ministry or anything like that. I'm at a club downtown in Midtown, right? They're closed now, so I'm standing. We're in the place and a buddy of mine who was from out of town that I brought to this establishment. Now we're paying customers, and I brought him to this establishment. We were going down some steps, and there were two girls coming up. So my buddy stopped. He was in front of me. He stopped the girl in the front to talk to her. Well, unbeknownst to either one of us, the manager of the place was behind me. So when we stop on the steps, we stop in traffic going both ways, right? But my buddy was trying to talk to a young lady. The manager reached over my shoulder and pushed my buddies like, keep moving, keep moving. We didn't know who he was.
Mm.
And so my buddy started to argue with the manager. Dumb Rick jump in the argument. So the manager tells the bouncer that he wants us out of the club. All right, cool. We literally turn around and we start walking out of the club.
Right.
So the bouncer was behind me because my buddy was in front of me. The bouncer was behind me. And as we're walking, I literally turned over my shoulder. I kept walking, but I said, I appreciate the way that you're handling this, my friend. He said, sir, keep walking. I said, we're going to get out of here, my friend. I said, but I want you to know I appreciate the way you're handling this because he could have gotten physical and a whole bunch of stuff, and he didn't. We get to the door and outside,
Mm.
and
Mm.
I'm standing there. And let's be clear, I don't drink anymore, but I used to drink. And so I'm standing there, I have a drink in my hand, and I'm trying to finish my drink. But I'm doing it in just a pain in the butt type of way. I'm sipping it real slow,
Well,
looking at the
well,
manager, just being a pain in the butt. And so since I'm doing that and I'm really just mocking, just taking my time, a police officer comes up and he says to and the manager says, he's going to jail tonight. I said, what? For what? He thought criminal trespassing. Police
wow.
officer said, sir, put your hands behind your back. I dropped that beer in the trash and I put my hands behind my back. And so it was there was a patio. And so the police officer walked me very slowly out the club, down one side of the patio, and then back up the other real slow. And once we got past, just parading me basically.
Yeah, walk of shame.
Yeah, the guy that I was with was yelling at the police officer, and we call him Flip. I said, Flip, chill. There's no sense in both of us going to jail tonight, right? Flip didn't really want to go to jail either. He chilled real quick. He was all right with that, but he was trying to, get my back since I had his back in there. So at any rate, he paraded me beside, just embarrassing the daylights out of me. And I heard somebody say something that I said 1,000 times over. That's why they don't like to let certain people in the club because y'all don't know
Oh,
how bad.
oh
I
God.
said it 1,000 times before, and he was talking about me. So once we got past the club about 20 feet, he's like, man, ain't nobody going to jail tonight. And he took the handcuffs off me. I was so thankful.
Yes.
Like, I didn't even go back to get my credit card. I was like, can you go
Oh,
back and get my credit card and close on my, and he did. I waited for him. So I found out later on after talking to my friends, he shouldn't have put the cuffs on me because I had not broken the law yet. They can put the cuffs on you if you're a threat to them or if they feel threatened. At that point, I was not a threat to him. I was standing there
Right.
drinking
You
drink.
drink. Hmm.
I wasn't even talking to anybody. I'm just looking at the manager with this smile on my face. So I wasn't a threat to him, but he did put the cuffs on me. But the reason he paraded me so slow, he was giving me an opportunity to break the law so he could take me to jail. I had
Mm,
not broken the law because I wasn't criminally trespassing. You can't become a criminal. You can't be accused of criminally trespassing until you leave a place because they've told you to go. And then when you come back, you're trespassing.
right.
You're criminally trespassing. But I've been asked to leave and was complying. I just had not left the premises yet. So it wasn't criminal trespassing. So he had to take the cuffs off. I didn't know that at the time. I was just so happy, man. I got in the car
Mm.
and that was it for me. I was done with that. So I've only had those bracelets on me once. I was never arrested.
Okay. Okay. I stand
So
corrected.
no worries, no worries. But he took them off me, and but that was a lesson for me. You know,
Yes.
I should have shut up. He wasn't even talking to me.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
bought the guy to the club. I'm feeling, and I'm grown. That's the bad part about it. I was an adult. I was probably, maybe 30. I don't know. I was too
Oh,
old for that. Yeah,
yes.
I
Yes.
was too old for that. And so, but mouth almost got me in trouble.
Hmm.